It's time for Kiki's Corner. Hey, hey, wrong. It's gonna be a good show, and I'm ready. Hey, hey, I gotta be me. Ha! Hey, hey, be wrong. Hey, come on now. I'm sorry, B. I didn't mean to turn you on. Hey, tonight's subject is safety in the salon. Hey, that's right. Hey, come on, y'all. Y'all know what that is. Hey, that's what y'all used to do back in the day. Hey, 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 hey. I wouldn't understand, but I understand now. Hey, hey, I told you twice. Okay, let's get into the show because this is the tea. Okay, period. Hello, 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 hello. Hi. I'm sorry, I had to give you guys a little Sherelle there. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to another episode of Kiki's Corner. I am your creator and host, Kiki. And tonight's show is so important. I can't wait to get this out because I've been holding it in for so long. But first, Alexa, pause. Girl, pause. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. So as you know, things happen each and every day, especially in the salon. And when it comes to safety, we as being hairstylists are very privy to having things happen in the salon. Okay. If you look on social media, you'll see videos popping up of people going in there to fight a stylist because the stylist did her hair wrong, or, a client was upset about the hairstyle that they received because they want to look like the picture, but it ended up looking like something else. And now that turned into a big thing. Or an incident where a client and a stylist had gotten into a situation and the stylist was upset and decided to pop the client. Okay, situations like this happen every day, especially in the news and especially in our own communities. And these are some of the subjects that we as stylists do not concentrate or talk about. Now, meanwhile, I will say this. We don't have things in place for safety. We only have things that are pertaining to sanitation because of the pandemic, which everybody knows that. But we don't have nothing as far as gun prevention or, somebody pulling out a knife and, want to go crazy and, do a stabbing thing on somebody. Like, we don't have those things in place for a stylist. And another thing is, we not only have to worry about ourselves, but we have to worry about the people that are sitting in our chairs, the people that are coming in getting services from us. We're responsible for their safety as well as our own. So what are some things that we can do to try to prevent situations like that? Another thing is also being in a crossfire where it really has nothing to do with you, but somebody comes in and they're angry, they're upset, they're having a bad day, and they just want to get some things off their chest and they take it out on the people that are there. I know because that has happened to me where I worked in a salon. I was doing a client's hair and a person came in and had beef with another stylist about somebody's man. Okay. Now, my thing is this. I don't want to know what's going on between y'all. I don't want to know y'all business. I don't want to know none of y'all tea, but y'all bringing that to work and people are all ears and all eyes watching what's going on to see who gonna end up with a bloody nose or a black eye. I don't want to see it because I don't want to get caught in the crossfire. And I don't want innocent people getting caught up in it as well. So, these are things that we need to really think about when we're talking about salon prevention and safety. So I have wrote down, because your girl keeps the cards, okay? I wrote down some things that I think that would be very much a very good investment to keep not only us stylists safe, but clients safe as well. And I really want you to take these things seriously, because at the end of the day, it can save your life. It could save a client's life. It could save anybody's life, so this is serious stuff that we need to implement in our salons. One thing that I know that we don't have is a safety plan. We have a plan for exiting the building and getting out when there's a fire, but we do not have one as it opposed to crime or to gun prevention. We just don't have one. And if you think about it, 99.9% of people nowadays, they own a gun. Okay, they can come in, they can shoot them up, bang bang, when they feel like it, and they don't have to explain anything because what? They're licensed. Okay, so we want to be really concerned, and we want to really be aware and privy to situations that can put us in danger. And the best way to do that is to learn more about gun prevention, learn more about safety prevention, learn the things and tools that you could do to keep not only yourself but your client safe, and then also have things implemented around the salon that can actually be a way out to save a life. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is to invest in a security camera system. The reason why I say that is because nowadays, everywhere you go, and you can be honest, I'm honest, how you driving in traffic and you happen to just push a little bit on the gas and you didn't realize it, but you just kind of overstepped your boundary just a little bit, and you happen to look up and it's that camera right there that sat there and watched you and took a picture of you and then sent the picture to your mailing address so that you could pay the ticket. Yes, you need to invest in one of those. The reason why is because it is a safety thing. If you have cameras around, you can see who's coming in, who's coming out, what's going on. And then also you can take that as evidence to your local authorities just in case of an emergency or something happens. Example, if somebody breaks into your salon or somebody breaks into your business, but you don't know who did it, you can actually look at the videos, you can sit there and go over the timeline. It's very, very common for criminals to break into businesses, especially when there are things that are very expensive around. And whether anybody wants to admit it or not, tools are expensive. They are not cheap. They are very, very expensive. If you have cash laying around in the register, that's the first thing they gonna go for. So it's very important to have a surveillance camera in your salon. Point blank, period. I cannot stress that enough. The next thing is to join a neighborhood watch. And the reason why I say that is because, let's face it, we either have our business in a neighborhood where there's some nosy neighbors. And I'm talking about nosy. She know what you had on last week, what you had on the week before that, and who you walked out with the day after. We talking about those nosy neighbors. Yes, those nosy neighbors that come and get them roller sets every week. Or those nosy neighbors that come and get them nose trims, the nose hair out there. Yes, I'm talking about them. They are part of a neighborhood watch, and neighborhood watch is a community of people that live or work around the community in which your business is in. And what they do is they watch to see who's coming in, who's coming out. They look for suspicious people. They look for, for people that haven't been there. They look for people who don't really fit the typical regular, hey Jane or Joe type of person. They go back, they might take pictures, or they might just make a phone call to your local authorities just to let them know that somebody suspicious just does not look right. They are very good to have. I call them real nosy neighbors, because let's just face it, everybody in their community has one. So, link up with your neighborhood watch if you have one in your community. If you don't, you can start one yourself. It's very feasible, very easy to do, and it will keep your business and you safe. Okay. The next thing is invest in a safety defense kit. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes, for myself speaking, sometimes I might leave certain places really late or whatever. And sometimes I might be by myself. Who knows? Whatever the situation may be. You always got to have something in hand just in case of an emergency or a dire situation. And the reason why I say that is because nowadays people are so bold and quote unquote crazy cray to the point where they will try to jump you, take your money, take your credit cards, whatever they can get, your jewelry, anything that they can find feasible to, use to accumulate more funding, or, just to say that, hey, I took it, and then flash it on the ground. Y'all see people steal rappers' chains and they be like, yeah, I got your chain, but you're going to have to pay me for it. It's going to be like $3,000, but you're going to have to pay me for it. Holding things, against, for some reason. It's very important to have a safety defense kit, because things happen. You might be at the gym somewhere. You might be at the gym late at night, and somebody might run up behind you or try to come at you. You always got to be prepared for the unexpected. So have that mace, have them brass knuckles, have those keys, anything to make sure that you are safe, you are prepared, and that, nothing happens to you. Because think about it, just like the clients are an investment, us salon professionals are investments as well. Okay. So number 4, I love this one. If you have an iPhone or an Android, turn on your location. This is very important, because a lot of times when people go missing, people don't know where their last location was. And it's hard to try to track a person and find out where their whereabouts were when nobody knows who or what or where they was at or who they was with or who they was kicking it with. Your location on your phone is there for a reason. It's only, it's not only there to help you find your phone, but it's also there to track you just in case you go missing. And the great thing about it is, on iPhones nowadays, they have an alarm system where the phone will kind of make this loud noise, and it will beep, 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 beep. It will keep beeping until the phone is found. And once it continues to beep, if it hasn't stopped within that 15-minute mark, then it'll go ahead and alert the local authorities. It's very important. I use it as a safety tool, not only for myself, but I use it for my son as well, because when he's away at college, I want to know where he is. So, it's a lifesaver. It helps. It also helps find your phone if your phone gets lost or stolen. So that is super important. Turn on your location on your iPhone or your Android. Definitely a lifesaver, will save your life. All right. Number 5. Now this I love. And I don't know if, well, let's just face it, no salon has it. Okay. None of us have it. Not even the nail shop has it. But what I do think that is important is we need to establish a training and awareness workshops. This needs to be done all across America with salons. The reason why is because, again, anything can happen. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a shooting between a stylist and a client. And the client ended up getting shot and killed. Why? Because she was at the wrong place at that time, because the stylist was dealing with some situations with her boyfriend, and it kind of turned ugly. So, you want to have training involved, when it comes to stylists, and for stylists, as for stylists and as for clients as well. Because think about it, a client comes in, they're in a situation where a stylist and another stylist is getting heated. They're getting ready to punch blows. Next thing you know, the stylist gets mad, comes back and pull out a gun, and everybody gone, So you want to have those things in place. It is so important. An establishment between a client and a stylist can actually diffuse situations. You don't want it to keep going up and then somebody ends up getting hurt, which is what we don't want, because we don't want no problems, okay? We want to keep everybody safe. We want everybody to be able to get services nice and safely and enjoy themselves and relax and feel like they on the beach somewhere in San Tropez, somewhere over there. We just want them to be safe. It's so important. So we need to establish training in that. And then another thing, that I thought about, which was so important because I don't need that, is if you're familiar with OSHA, which I hope all my stylists are. If you're familiar with OSHA, then there is a workbook out there that you actually can get from them. It's called Safety Workplace and Violence. And the booklet is basically ways that you can read over to diffuse situations as far as conflict with clients, conflicts with stylists, as far as, just it getting super heated because nobody agreed to that minimum wage, or because somebody didn't get their raise last week even though they deserved it, but they still didn't get it even though they worked more than the hours required. Yeah, things like that do happen. So we want to be really, we definitely want to be prepared for situations like that. These are things that actually take place that nobody, again, thinks about. So, as a stylist, me being, a stylist for 9-10 years now, of course, I've seen it all. I've been through it all. I saw it all. And my goal is to educate you guys so that we can continue to enjoy the fruits of our labor, but in a safety way. So I hope that this video was informative to you as well as it was to me. Let me know what you think. I want to know what you think about this video. Do you think that safety prevention in salons are ignored? Do you think that it's really not a big deal? Or do you think it should be a really big concern? Let me know what you think down below. Please comment and subscribe to this page, because this is that YouTube girl, okay? I'm not reading off no cue cards. This is all me every day, baby. And we're going to enjoy this ride together. I am Kiki. I thank you so much for watching. And like I said, I will see you with the next topic. Thank you. Bye.